beautiful and sunny Eagan, Minnesota, and Wildcat Stadium here at Eagan High School for tonight's soccer doubleheader, starting with the visiting Farmington Tigers girls and the Eagan Wildcat girls facing off in conference game number 2. My name is Skip Newton. Joined with me, as always, Nathan Cron. And Nathan, both these teams started off conference play at 1-0. What did they need to do in order to get that second big win in the conference?
Well, the second big win, Skip, I think, from my perspective, is going to revolve around which team can control the ball. Which team can control the ball in terms of its possession, it creating scoring chances, all of the things that good soccer teams are supposed to do. The Farmington Tigers right now are 4-3-1, having played a number of teams from the southern part of the state. Now this is their second conference game. The Wildcats, of course, had a victory 2-0 over Eastview Lightning last week and have been off since, nursing a few bumps and bruises and making sure they're ready for this stretch run. With 3 games this week, we're going to find out a lot about these Eagan Wildcats.
Yeah, 3 games in 5 days. That's a big week, an important one for the Wildcats for sure. I think this one really can set the tone, I think, for the week. You know, they've got a conference game against another opponent who's 1-0, so it's a chance to get a loss on someone who's currently tied with. And they want to pick up on the momentum that they started really last week with that massive 8-0 win.
Yeah, it was a big win for them to help right the ship, and certainly a lot of feel-good vibes coming out of that. They've got Natalie Valaga back between the sticks as she made her return in the Eastview game after serving her red card suspension. The Farmington Tigers are coming in having lost their last game by a score of 2-1 to East Ridge. And so and of course, East Ridge is a team that the Wildcat girls are familiar with, having lost to them earlier this year. So this is not necessarily a section game, but it'll be an important test for these Wildcats, because I think it's fair to say that as the week goes on, that the competition is expected to get tougher each game.
Yeah, that's a great point, and hopefully the Wildcats can pick up where they left off. They've won 2 other last 3, trying to get back to 500 on the season, as they're sitting right now at 2-3 overall.
To start this game.
Wildcats, of course, wearing their home green uniforms, will be going left to right. Farmington and the visiting whites. As I stated earlier, a gorgeous night for soccer. We've got 77 degrees, sunny skies, barely any wind whatsoever, and Eagan goes deep, trying to set something up right off the start. Controlled by Weisendonner there as she passes back to Lee, switches fields. Far side, that's Leitenberg, kicking it off Farmington. She'll take the throw in. Hobbs controls that with little pressure to start. Works it into the middle. Here's a cross to get an open player, but she's going to be in an offsides position.
Offside, Wildcats.
Good attempt there by the Wildcats to get something started early.
Indirect.
Looks like, at least to start, Farmington kind of letting the Wildcats control the ball and not applying a lot of direct pressure.
If Farmington wants to do that, I think that, honestly, I'll say I think that plays into the Wildcats' hands. I think, if Farmington's going to sit back and let the Wildcats possess in the midfield and then really turn up the pressure as they enter the attacking third, I think that could be a real problem for the Farmington Tigers. Not that they don't have quality players or can't play the game, but I think the Wildcats are best when they're not pressed.
This kick taken just inside the 18. Fighting for the ball there at midfield, and I think we're going to have a foul call, the first one of the game there against Weisendonner from a push from behind. Tigers number 10, Lauren Magoo, will take this one from the 30-yard line of the football field.
Follow the Wildcats. Free kick for the Tigers.
This one goes over everybody, and it'll go all the way back to the keeper.
Hopefully just a match control foul there, and not necessarily an indication that center referee Ty Erickson is going to be calling very, very tightly. These girls are skilled athletes, and soccer players like to see them be able to be physical when necessary.
Eagan temporarily controlled that off the goal kick, but now Farmington takes control down the far touchline. Speed move into the corner. Chased by Waldrop. That cross is intercepted, and kicked into touch. It'll be a throw-in on the far side. Quick restart there for Farmington. Controlled by Eagan. She's going to go up and over. Now we've got a 1-on-2 situation. Here's a shot just wide. I don't think that was touched by the goalkeeper. We're going to have a goal kick. Nice pass there by Matzik to go up over the top.
18 is wide of the goal. Goal kick Tigers.
Seehafer with an excellent shot and a lot of speed, as you saw there, Skip. And so, for the Wildcats, I think that's, if getting Josie Seehafer a run like that, even if she's taken on 2 defenders, that could be a real positive for the Wildcats.
This one controlled by Eagan. They're going to bring it towards the near side. Nice step up there by the defender. She gets tripped up as the ball gets kicked down and out into touch. We'll just have a rethrow. As Enning stepping up from her defensive position, the freshman, number 5, will also throw it in. Finds Seehafer. Nice cut and move. She's going to go left foot, and it's a pass. She's got Matzik. Passes back. Here's a shot, and it's in! A great shot in the corner. The goalkeeper had absolutely no chance. And Eagan strikes early in the 4th minute. 1-0. A great play there by the Wildcats.
Well, it's real quality by Matzik, isn't it? I mean, she receives it's a great left foot by Seehafer to create the opportunity, slides it across, and Matzik has her back to the goal, and she lays it off for Weisendonner. Weisendonner, to her credit, brilliantly slots it into the low corner. She didn't take a touch. She didn't wait. She didn't hesitate. She just hammered it into the corner, putting it right where it had to be, Skip Newton. That's how you open up a game.
Yeah, I think the part there that I really liked the best was just the patience that Eagan showed, both when Seehafer broke down her defender here in the corner. You'll see a lot of players, they want to fire that on goal. It's a bad angle. Your odds of scoring aren't very good. But she saw Matzik right in front. Matzik received that on the ground. And instead of trying to turn and fire a difficult shot with the defender right on her back, she just calmly found her teammate for a perfect goal.
Well, it shows maturity, doesn't it? It shows maturity because, you have a senior captain who says, I'm going to lay it off for my teammate. My teammate has a better shot. And kudos to Weisendonner to slipping into that space where she could receive that pass and shoot unmolested.
Here's another cross in the near side. That's what got the whole thing started earlier. Was a throw-in from Enning. Goes deep into the box. Seehafer trying to get there. Enning wins that, crosses it in, intercepted by Farmington, but here's Weisendonner. Fortunately, that one's played away, but Yen Lee is there to scoop that one up and keep it down in the attacking third. Some good short passing here by the Wildcats. Oh, here's a nice through ball. Let's see if she can get there in time. Almost splitting the defenders, looking for Leitenberg down the far touchline. Nice save there by Matzik. She goes in. She's got one player, but goalkeeper came out of her goal. That's Aiden
Gagne.
Gagne?
Gagne.
Thank you.
Like to see Matzik take a little extra time there, Skip. As you saw, she had some time. She had some time and maybe could have set her feet, taken a dribble, taken a touch, and gotten a little more on that cross ball, that crossing ball through the goal. Oh, I can't speak today. Always good for a commentator. Through the goal area. But at the same time, it's hard to argue with somebody who demonstrated such grace under pressure, setting up that goal.
Yeah, I think she definitely wanted to keep that one a little farther out, and it just didn't quite work. Here's a nice cross and a great one-time by Farmington. See if we can get that jersey number.
Shot for the Tigers, number 35,
Emma Schabert. That's a tough ball to handle as it came in about waist high. You really can't get your foot on it without probably skying the ball over the net, and it's tough to get down low enough to get ahead, so she did the best she can and redirected it quite nicely. No,
that was a brilliant cross and a real piece of skill to steer that onto net. I mean, she didn't get as much on it as she would have liked, making Valaga's job a little bit easier, but nonetheless, a nice piece of quality.
That's it, controls. Finds Hobbs. She fights off the defender. Trying to sneak it down the far touchline, but that's played into touch. We're going to have a throw-in here by Eagan. If you tuned in late, you missed the early goal. It was a thing of beauty for the Wildcats as they jump out to a 1-0 lead. Looking to add on more. Yen Lee wide open in the middle. She's going to switch fields. Deflected back to Enning. She's going to go down the near touch. Nice diagonal run there by Seehafer. Trying to beat not one but two defenders. She splits them. Nicely done. Passes to the middle. Back to Seehafer. Here's a one-time shot. Not quite enough on that one. But the passing and the quick moves of the Eagan forwards and midfielders are setting up scoring chances.
Number 10.
Yeah, I think the Farmington defense looks like it's being caught a little bit flat-footed right now, Skip. They need to be a little bit quicker, and they need to be a little bit quicker to the pressure.
Weisendonner with a nice steal of that loose ball. Hobbs can't quite get up enough for that one. Lee has it. Back to Enning, who loses it temporarily. See if she can get that back. Good pressure from behind. Steps up nicely. That's a clean play. Farmington comes out victorious temporarily, though. Jensen over to Weisendonner, to Hobbs, to Leitenberg. Jensen has it to Lee. Great possession here for the Wildcats, looking to set something up. Trying to break down that defense. There's a nice through ball. Let's see if Jensen can get there in time. Not quite. Nice play by Gagne coming off her line. If she doesn't do that, we're probably looking at the second goal of the game.
Well, Yen Lee for the Wildcats has had enough time to actually, in the midfield to open up a lemonade stand and start selling, branching out into grape juice. I mean, she's got an incredible amount of time in the midfield, and I think the Tigers are just going to have to do something to stop her from having that much time, because several times she's been instrumental in switching the field, Skip, and that's been really to the Tigers' detriment.
Here's Matzik. She's going to go with a through ball, but the defender's going to get there first. Kicks it into touch. That'll be a deep throw-in in the far corner. So you can't see now on your screen, but just to your point earlier, Yen Lee is standing at the 30 of the football field, and there's nobody within almost 15 yards of her. Is now finally somebody's kind of moving over, but that's just showing how much space she has. That ball comes out, and she's the only one there. Cross attempt didn't quite connect. Ball drops there to try to keep it in. Played across by the Tigers. Nice dribble play there to space. Good move to beat Jensen. Tigers trying to get some passing going here. A little bit of possession. Long ball played up to Jensen. She's got control. She finds Leitenberg, far touchline. She's going to use her speed to get by the defender. Putting on a run. She's going to look for a cross or a shot. She crosses. She's got a player there at Seehafer. Looks like it was off about the shoulder.
Kick Farmington.
Just wide by a couple of feet. A bang play there that could have resulted in goal number 2.
For number 18.
Yeah, the eye test here for Farmington is that they might be just they may be not quite as fast as the Wildcats, but they look to be bigger and stronger, a little taller than the average Wildcat player.
Tigers.
You wonder if that's how they're going to have an opportunity with set piece plays or getting the aerial attack, because right now Wildcats are just a little bit faster than the Tigers.
Rare midfield win here for the Tigers on that loose ball, but that one's played back to Enning. She's going to go to wall drop. Long pass that's intercepted. Maybe a little too aggressive there, but Hobbs wins this one. Good control by Hobbs, trying to find the open teammate. Nice pass up to Jensen. She controls it. Goes near touch. Seehafer looking to use her cutback move. Almost falls down, holds her feet nicely. Finds Weisendonner. Brings it back. This is Hobbs. Setting up a right, going to the left, trying to dribble through a few defenders. Matzik can't quite get there. This one's played all the way back. Waldrop steps up to jam it back down their throats. Header is won by Farmington, but right out to Yen Lee.
Second or third time, I think, maybe this season. We've talked about Hobbs. She's had the ball, but she just does not trust her left foot yet, and she's going to have to do that if she wants to be an elite player. She's going to have to trust her left foot and try to use that left foot skip instead of having to switch to the right.
Nice play by Enning. I don't think she realized the attacker had fallen down. Otherwise, she probably would have turned that up and looked for a pass. But she chooses the safe route. We're going to have a throw-in. Getting down near the 18 of the Wildcats is Bailey Otto. Lee marking her defender. We'll have another throw-in here for Farmington.
Let's go, White!
Eagan heads that one out as well.
Substitution for Farmington onto the field for the Tigers is Jillian Hagman, number 44.
Number 44, Jillian Hagman coming in for the Tigers.
23, Tatum Voth.
Replacing number 23, Tatum Voth. Farmington controls the throw. Eagan goes over, quick pressure, kicks that one into touch. Throw in number 4 here in the last minute. There's that size advantage we just mentioned where Farmington just kind of shielding off the Eagan players. And part of that might be due to the fact that Farmington has no freshmen or sophomores on their roster. It's all juniors and seniors.
Yeah, as we were noticing that before the game, Skip, as we went through the roster and we're speaking, about the upcoming match. But I think, to be honest with you, that it's probably the way it used to be, years ago. But in today's day and age, it's fairly rare to see a roster that has no underclassmen on it at all, either at the boys or girls level, varsity level, here in Minnesota.
In for Eagan, number 7, Addison Tanner. Number 3, Courtney Bumpers.
In the game now for the Wildcats, Addison Tanner, number 7. Olivia Anning, number 21.
Kick into touch
Courtney
by
Bumpers, number 3.
defenseman Elise Lissick.
Bumpers and Tanner have been out here a couple of times as a pairing, and we know Coach Ekstrom has said, what combinations of players seem to work well together, and obviously the Matzik-Seehafer combination is one, and now we've got Bumpers Tanner. Certainly the Matzik-Seehafer combination really complements each other. Seehafer, quick, fast, good foot skills around the side. Matzik with the physical presence, the senior leadership, the laying off the ball for Weisendonner. I mean, all of those things. And it's a nice compliment. You look at Bumpers and Tanner out there, they kind of have that as well. I mean, one's a little shorter, one's a little taller, maybe one's a little better at the aerial game. The other's more of a grinder, and Addie Tanner being a bit more of a physical grinder.
Yeah, and the one thing that we saw in that last home victory, 8-0 here, was the bench coming in and providing a lot of pressure and goals for Eagan. Here's a close play. Nice job by Anna Enning to shield off the attacker there, as the goalkeeper was a bit stuck in no man's land, not quite sure if she should come out and play it or let the defender take it. Nice job by Enning. Bumpers comes back, wins that one. Well played.
Send referee playing advantage now for Wildcats. Wildcats will have their first free kick, I think, of the game.
That was number 21, Olivia Ennings, in the game as well. Junior midfielder / forward.
And on the kick will be Kira Waldrop, number 23.
Junior defender Kira Waldrop will take this one. She plays it short. Quick pressure by Farmington, but finds Yen Lee. She one-times it. Oh, another one-touch pass. Eagan wide open down the far side, but we're going to have an offsides call.
Offside, Wildcats.
Wide open for a reason, Skip Newton. But you saw
Indirect
there
free kick
when the free
coming
kick
up
was
for
taken, there
Farmington.
was just a massive amount of distance between the two Farmington forwards and their midfield. There was a good 25, 30 yards of distance, and Yen Lee is camped out there all by herself. It looked earlier like Farmington had some more of a diamond formation in the midfield, pushing a player up, but they're really set up very flat there, and it's giving the Wildcats all sorts of time.
Here's one by the Wildcats in the middle. Feeds that through a little too hard on the turf. Easy pickup for Gagne. Junior goalkeeper for the Tigers. Big boot past the midfield line. Nice play there by Lee. And that one's going in, and won quickly by the Tigers. Nice job. I think everyone thought the goalkeeper was going to get that. Now she spins and fires one into the side net.
Shot taken for the Tigers.
So maybe the first hustle / spark play there by Farmington, number 35, Emma Schabert.
Yeah, real excellent play there by Schabert. Not only reading the ball and staying with it, but Valga laid off her line, to be honest. Laid off her line. I'm not sure if she expected the defense to take that or what, but anyway, in any event, she was laid off her line. And as a result, they were able to, the Farmington Tigers were able to create probably their best scoring opportunity of the game. And now we're going to have a drop ball as center referee Ty Erickson is hit with the ball, so we'll have a drop ball here to Farmington. Wildcats only have to be a few meters away, and now we're playing again.
Farmington getting a little bit more of a pickup in their step here. It seems like they've tried to pick up the pace as Eagan now counters down the far touch. Played out of the field by number 42. That's Elise Lissick. Another throw-in for the Wildcats, trying to get back to that possession game that they were working so wonderfully in the first 10 to 15 minutes of this game. We're getting down close to the halfway point of the first half. Waldrop's going to switch fields back near touch. That's intercepted by a head. Here's Otto. Wall pass up to number 10. That's Magoo. Henning plays that one safely into touch. Otto throws that in. Farmington looking to set something up. High cross. Headed by the Tigers, but really nothing going to come of that. She had no support whatsoever, and you're not going to get a shot from that difficult high cross. Valga picks it up, gives the boot to midfield. Nice flick by Jensen. Hobbs finds Leitenberg. Nice pass into the middle, give and go. Back to Leitenberg. Is able to keep it in, trying to beat that defender, so she's going to get a deep throw.
3 substitutions into the game for the Wildcats. They are number 14, Macy Bray,
Into
number
the game,
16,
Macy
Kate
Bray,
Kahn, and number
sophomore
20,
midfielder,
Angelina
14.
Illyria Yen. Going
Angelina
off, Mallory Jensen, number
Illyria
12, Eva Leitenberg, number 8,
sophomore
and
defender
Anna
slash
Enning, number
forward,
5.
20, also in the game. This one's headed out of play. We'll have a goal kick for the Tigers. So we're halfway in, and Eagan started red hot and really controlled
Goal
play.
kick for the Tigers.
Feels like the Tigers are
upcoming, and a
starting to get their
substitution
legs a
for
little bit
Farmington.
here. I gotta
Returning
believe
is
after
Daniela
that
Renteria, number
early
40.
rush and that great start,
Going off.
Eagan will feel
Emma
good,
Schabert, number
obviously, if
35.
you're winning going into halftime, but would probably like to get a second goal here before we get to the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, we've seen situations, Skip, where the Wildcats have out, both on the boys and girls side have played well, dominated a game. The boys in particular had a first half here against I believe it was it was either East Ridge or it was another opponent. Forgive me, but where they dominated the game but didn't score, and then of course all of a sudden in the second half they gave up a goal and things kind of fell apart at that point. So you're absolutely right, Skip. Another goal here would be extremely important here for the Wildcats. Wildcat Booster Clubs would like to thank their platinum sponsors, the Eagan Arms Public House, Twin Cities Orthopedics, the Urgency Room, Wave Soccer Club, and Willie's Edina Realty. Thank you to our platinum sponsors that helps keep boys and girls soccer here at Eagan playing.
Nice turn there by Bray. One at the midfield. Good control there. That's Olivia Enning being pressured. Knocked away. Nice step up by Turner. Emma Fetsic is in the game as well, number 22. Hobbs with it, she's going to go straight forward. Trying to go through that defense. The runs had to stop as the pass couldn't be delivered, so they had to prevent themselves from being offsides. Now we're going to have a ball put out on the goal line, and this will result in the first corner kick of the game.
And nice overlap by Cron on the outside to force that one into the over the end line.
Corner kick upcoming for the Wildcats. This
Wildcats
is their
really
first.
should well, it'll be interesting to see what they do here to try to cash this in.
Oh, great kick right in the middle. Let's see if someone's going to head up. They can't.
Courtney Bumpers on the kick.
Bumpers with a beautiful kick. Yin's going to throw this one right back in the middle, just out of the reach of the Wildcats. And now Tigers looking to counter. It's 1-on-4. Waldrop doing her best to just delay the attack and let her teammates catch back up and get back into shape. She does just that. Of course, more Farmington Tigers join the attack, but now it's better numbers for Eagan all around. That loose ball is going to come over near the touchline, and nobody there but Farmington. That was Gallivan, 16. Eagan with a clear up to Bumpers. She turns facing the far touch, looking for a teammate. She's got Tanner making a diagonal run. Nice move to maintain possession. She's going to go to Hobbs in the middle. I think she thought Hobbs was going to continue her run. Hobbs stopped in open space, but she had already committed. But Eagan quickly gets it back. Cross over into great space. Unfortunately, the Eagan Wildcats had moved into the middle of the field, so nobody was there. Interesting that Farmington chose to let that go for a throw-in and not just play it with their feet.
Substitutions, one for each team.
Hobbs finally getting a break. Number 10 heading off the field.
For the Wildcats, back in the game, Mallory Jensen, number 12,
number
going
12,
off Maddie
replaces
Hobbs,
her.
number 10. For the Tigers, into the game, Madison Gaffney, number 43.
Number 43, Madison
Back in,
Gaffney.
Victoria Hogrud, number 14. Going off for the Tigers, Jillian Hagman, 44. Anna
Nice run by number
Lorenzano,
28.
25.
That's Thurl. She's on Waldrop. Waldrop forces her wide. She boots it over the goal line. Not sure if she was
Goal
trying to
kick for
chip
the
that to a
Wildcats.
teammate or what the strategy there was, but a great defensive play by Waldrop.
Yeah, Waldrop closed down the defense. Cron was running with the runner, and then Thurl just, I think at some point she just said, okay, I've gone 40 yards. I just need to get this ball off my feet because I'm not sure. Maybe she wasn't quite sure what she wanted to do with it. She was hoping something good would happen by playing it forward.
Nice hustle play by the Wildcats to win that with the head. Now control here's Yin. Wins that one. Fortunately, no one's there. This one off of Yin's body. We've got I believe, a handball. First, I didn't think it was going to get called. That's what I thought. I saw it live. I was like, well, you're going to let it go? I'm okay with that.
Yeah, we would have been okay with it up here in the booth as it being Eagan boosters, but no, that was a handball. You're right, Skip Newton. It did come off her body. It just happened to be part of the body that's not supposed to come off.
Henning's got it, passes back. Trying to find the corner is Bray. Waldrop's going to step up from defense, looking for a open teammate. She finds one. That's Cron, I believe. Tanner with it.
I like how Tanner and Bumpers have switched sides. Skip, if you notice, and Tanner's on that side now, Of course, I say that now. Tanner bumpers are being withdrawn,
Wildcats.
but I like how they've
Back in the
switched
game, number
sides to
11,
create
Lee.
some challenges or potentially
Number
create
18,
some confusion amongst the
Josie
defenders.
Hafer, and number 13, Caitlin Matzik. Going off, Emma Fetzich, number 22, Addison Tanner, number 7, Courtney Bumpers, number 3.
Seehafer as well. And here's Seehafer trying to get a goal. A nice save there, coming off her line. Otherwise, that would have been a pretty easy tap. And Matzik does a good job of not going too close to the goal. Unfortunately, everybody had gotten inside the 18, and no one was there. Nice job by Enning to win possession. She takes the push in the back, and we're going to have a free kick for the Wildcats. Well, the 36-yard line of the football field.
Foul on the Tigers. It's a
So
free
that's
kick for the
46
Wildcats.
yards from the soccer goal line. Chips that one into the 18, a little bit off to the left.
23 on that kick. All out of bounds.
Yes,
Goal
scored
kick
out of
for the
bounds by
Tigers.
Mason Hins, number 3, and it'll be a goal kick.
I realize that it's high level stuff, and we'd like to see more of it. Though I got to say that set piece plays for these Wildcats still a bit of a work in progress. Skip, I mean they're like as an example there was an opportunity for the Wildcats to put a ball into the mix and to really create a potential scoring opportunity. Instead, it just goes out of bounds, and there just wasn't the urgency or the movement that you probably would like to see.
Played down into the corner. We'll see if that can be chased down by Seehafer. She doesn't quite get there in time.
Goal kick for Farmington.
Just a little strong on the turf there by Yin. Right idea, though. It's like Gagne is going to go all the way over to the far corner of the box and take this goal kick. Down to the final 11 and a half minutes of the first half. 1-0 Eagan on a goal in the 4th minute. Heads that one into the middle, right to a teammate. Nicely done. This is Enning. Nice punch pass looking for Yin. Coming in fast. She deflects it off and keeping it in front of the goal. A great play. Unfortunately, Gagne there again off her line, doing a good job of keeping this a 1-goal game.
No, it was good. It was good quality all around. I mean, offensively, the great pass to Yin, good defense, smart from Gagne to come off her line. I mean, just quality soccer.
Yin and Lee trying to do a give and go, but that one's intercepted by the Tigers, number 28. Now a nice pass across. We can have a potential shot here. She waits to try to get it on her strong foot. That weight and that move costs her. It allows Eagan to recover and kick that one harmlessly into touch. Boy, that's another example where a left-footed shot is a guaranteed good shot on goal. Might not be the strong foot, but boy, if I'm a coach, I want to see my player take that and not try to work that over to their strong foot.
Yeah, multiple touches in the penalty area are the death of any scoring opportunity.
Big clear by Waldrop. Seehafer was not able to save it, but that's okay because it's going to be an Eagan throw. She's just going to drop it to Jensen here. Oh, nice little creative play by Jensen to maintain possession. Matzik up, playing so well with her back to the goal as she does. I believe this might be Enning. She has that one knocked into touch. It'll be another throw deeper on the far touchline. This is Kranj. You got a pretty big throw in here, so Eagan might be able to take advantage. Played a little high, but right in the middle of the box. Let's see if Eagan can control. Up in the air again. Unfortunately, no one's able to get it down to their foot and get a good shot. But another deep throw. Yin will take this. Gets it to Seehafer, who uses her body to pass back to Lynn. There, Yin, nicely done. Oh, Seehafer wins this. She's going to cross it. Played by the defender, but not out. This one is cleared. Good team defense there by the Tigers. Waldrop steps up, working with Lee. Played deep. There's Waldrop yet again.
credit to Farmington going down early, 1-0 Skip Newton. They've gotten much more assertive here in the second half of this first half. I mean, they've really started to exercise some they've put the ball on the net. They've created some offensive scoring opportunities. Real credit to them as I've stated in this match.
Yeah, they definitely came out flat, and Eagan came out just firing, and now it's much more of an up and down, even game.
The Wildcats,
both
back in the
teams
game, Maddie Hobbs, number 10, number
putting
8,
themselves in
Anna
chances to
Leitenberg,
score.
Number 5, Anna Enning.
Oh, just an unfortunate touch there by Mason Hins. Couldn't quite keep that one in play. This will be an Eagan throw. I believe this one went off the Wildcats, yes. 7:15 to go in the half. Here at Wildcat Stadium for game 1 of our doubleheader between Farmington and the Eagan Wildcats. Game 2 coming to you shortly afterwards, a little after 7 o'clock between the boys' teams.
Nice job by Leitenberg. Well done on the sideline.
Oh, a nice pass. Jensen trying to get it up to Matzik. She gets control again. Now she's looking to cross. That one's deflected by the defense, but this is going to be another corner kick for the Wildcats. This one coming from the near corner. Right now Jensen's lining up, but we'll see if she ends up taking it.
Corner kick for the Wildcats. This is their second. Back in for the Wildcats are entering the game now is Inga Jellstrom, number 25.
Lining up just inside the 18,
Lee, number 11.
Caitlin Madsen standing right in front of the goalkeeper, which I'm a huge fan of that.
On the corner kick, Mallory Jensen, number 12.
Perfect into the box. Here's deflected and in! A goal by the Wildcats, proving that all you need to do is get a body on it and redirect it. It doesn't need to be a blast. A great set-piece goal off a beautiful corner from Mallory Jensen will get you that number on the goal. Looks like it was number 5, Anna Enning. The freshman defender, up from her defender spot. Putting it in.
Well, Enning up from her freshman defender spot, as you said, Skip. I mean, that was as rough and critical as I was earlier. The Wildcats on their set piece productivity, they demonstrated it there, didn't they? I mean, it was a good corner from Jensen. It finds Enning at the back, and here's another opportunity.
Seahaver coming in. She's going to blast that shot. I think that was one of those deals where even though she had the tight angle, she looked across and didn't see an open teammate and thought, maybe I can catch the goalkeeper napping a little bit and expecting the cross, eager to get off her line. Seahaver, again, using her speed to win down the near touchline.
Number 5, Anna Enning.
Anna Enning with the goal.
Number 12, Mallory Jensen.
Mallory Jensen with the corner gets the assist.
Goal is 33 minutes, 51 seconds.
That's that second goal that we talked about, wanting to see the Wildcats put a crooked number on the board here in the first half, and they do just that.
Time 33:51.
In the 34th minute.
Well, the Tigers are going to be pressed now, aren't they, Skip? They're going to be pressed to find an opportunity.
Oh, here's a great pass back. Oh, she can't quite one time it, but goes to Hobbs, and another shot and a goal! Oh, I think that one, it is a goal. It's a good goal. For a second there, I thought they might be calling something, but they did not, and then Eagan strikes quickly. A perfect setup there down the far side. The first one time was missed, but it went straight to, I believe it was Maddie Hobbs, and she blasted that one into the corner. Nothing that Gagne could do. And all of a sudden, two minutes ago, what looked like a potential 1-0 halftime lead has exploded into a 3-0 deficit for the Tigers.
Well, I think we're all just confused. I think the fans are confused. I think we're confused because everybody stood as that ball fell to Hobbs. I think everybody was frozen. It looked like, and poor Gagne is, I mean, how many times are you going to give Hobbs a shot like that where she's going to have an opportunity? So I think we're
offside Wildcats.
offsides there.
Yeah, a great setup and look there.
Free kick for Farmington.
By Hobbs. She had Seehafer on her right,
Scoring
breaking past the
for the
defender.
Wildcats,
Unfortunately, Seehafer
number
just
10,
snuck past
Maddie
the last defender.
Hobbs.
For those of you watching and unaware,
The assist to number 8, Ava Leitenberg.
Even with that
In
last
the
defender
36th
before
minute,
the ball
the
was
time of the
kicked.
goal is 35 minutes, 9 seconds.
Well, so important for these Wildcats to make their punches tell, so to speak. As Leitenberg gets the assist. But I mean, to actually cash in on these opportunities, Skip, is just massive. And it's the difference between an average or even above average soccer, girls soccer team and an excellent one, right? I mean, the type of team that's going to win a section title cashes in on its opportunities.
Yeah, finishing is such an important and huge part of the game. You know, you can do all you want, as they say, between the 20s to control the game, to maintain possession, and feel like you got, 5 times, 6 times more shots than your opponent. But if that doesn't result in goals, it not only is going to hold you back from really being successful, but it becomes a very frustrating, thing for a team when they just can't finish. But boy, Eagan has proven that tonight so far, and picking up where they did in their last home game when they put 8 on the board. Here's another opportunity, a great cross by Matzik. Coming back to Enning. Oh, a beautiful cross into the middle there.
It was Enning to Enning.
We've had a bumpers to bumpers goal. I would just as soon see an Enning to Enning one as well.
Younger sister will be disappointed that her older sister didn't cash that in.
Yeah, I'm sure. He's like, come on, it doesn't get any better than that.
It'll be tense. It'll be tense at the dinner table tonight. I guess we all know who's buying Dairy Queen. Real test here for these Farmington Tigers. I mean, they look a little bit shell shocked from a body language standpoint, but nonetheless they're going to be gamers. They're going to give it all they've got. And of course, if they could nick one here before the halftime, that would be a huge lift for them.
Jensen comes back to control that into the game. Number 25. She has the ball right now. That's Inga Julstrom. Back to Waldrop, long pass up to Matzik. She touches it down the far touch. Let's see if Leitenberg can win that. She does. Just past the touch line.
And that's the kind of play, that Matzik just gave for Leitenberg there. That's the kind of play, again, that separates good teams from bad ones. Matzik doesn't take a full touch. She doesn't control it. She doesn't stop the ball's momentum. She just flicks it on and allows Leitenberg to get onto the ball, as we have another foul against the Wildcats.
We haven't had a chance to touch base with Coach Ekstrom, recently about, how she feels the team is playing. It's something that we want to, get a hold of her perspective here, especially after these 3 games this week. But I gotta believe she feels like things are starting to come together a little bit. Where, if you remember what the team looked like a couple weeks ago, didn't quite have as good a possession. They didn't seem to know where each other was going to be. Whereas now, they're making these passes, and it looks like they've been playing together for far longer than just 2 weeks of games.
I think the compete level, if you could also, maybe I would add, Skip, is if you could put his Ty Erickson, co-center referee Ty Erickson says that's an easy foul, I'll blow the whistle there. And here's an opportunity for the Tigers. I mean, this is a free kick from about 35, 40 yards out, and they'll have a chance here to find a tall head.
They're going to have to go quickly. We're down to the last 12 seconds. She blasts that one into the box. Waldrop's going to head that one up into the air. This is something where the Wildcats just need to get it out as quickly as they can. Hobbs will do that, and that is going to end the first half here at Wildcat Stadium. A one-sided first half, especially on the scoreboard. We thought Eagan came out and absolutely dominated, let's say, the first 15 minutes. Then Farmington started to play better. They seemed faster, and they were definitely up and down, sticking with the Wildcats. But, boy, 2 goals in, I think, less than 2 minutes of play turns this into a potentially close halftime lead, and it's 3-0 Wildcats.
Yeah, the Wildcats have, they really came out and imposed their will early on. The Farmington Tigers, to their credit, made a comeback. and now the Farmington Tigers are reeling a little bit. Two quick goals in succession where, frankly, the defense just looked very, very slow, very unable to react to the quicker Wildcats. I mentioned it earlier in the game. It seemed like the Wildcats had more speed, a little more quickness. The Tigers are going to have to use their size and their quality with respect to their height and their physical strength. They're going to have to use that and some set pieces to try to get back in this game.
Yes, and we will take on that opportunity here in the second half after halftime, but we're going to take a break here and step away. The Eagan Wildcats putting a 3-spot on the board here, have the lead at halftime. Eagan Wildcats 3, Farmington Tigers 0. We'll be back in just a little bit.
Cops and Bobbers is designed to offer opportunities for kids that may not have a chance to fish to come out to some local lakes in Eagan and experience some of the fisheries that we have. And they'll be spending time out in the boats with some of our officers. They'll be spending time fishing from a pier behind us. And then they're also going to get to see what we do on a daily basis.
I came out to learn a little bit about fishing and talk to the police, see a little bit about how they interact with the community. It's a way to see that the police are good guys, that they care about the community and care about, making memories with family and with the community.
You might only see us on your worst day. This gets to show you that we are people. We're invested in this community, and it's a way for us to give back.
need to connect with our youth a lot more. One of the best ways of doing that is this Youth Leadership Academy.
It's not like boring school presentations, it's informative and it's fun.
We went to a hotel and examined a mock crime scene, and we had to find pieces of evidence.
It was an outstanding event. It was an outstanding group of kids, just remarkable. And to be part of something like that, huge.
This is an important time for them when they are in high school and making important decisions in terms of what they're going to do, what they're going to study, but also how they can start contributing with their communities.
I know that no matter what field I go into, I will be a very good leader there because of this.
I go to the gym like every day. I usually utilize the free weights. I do some of the stationary equipment as well. I also utilize the indoor track. If you're an Eagan resident, do yourself a favor and check out the Eagan Community Center.
Cops and Bobbers is designed to offer opportunities for kids that may not have a chance to fish to come out to some local lakes in Eagan and experience some of the fisheries that we have. And they'll be spending time out in the boats with some of our officers. They'll be spending time fishing from a pier behind us. And then they're also going to get to see what we do on a daily basis.
I came out to learn a little bit about fishing and talk to the police, see a little bit about how they interact with the community. It's a way to see that the police are good guys, that they care about the community and care about, making memories with family and with the community.
You might only see us on your worst day. This gets to show you that we are people. We're invested in this community, and it's a way for us to give back.
Good evening and welcome back to Wildcat Stadium here in Eagan, Minnesota, where the Eagan girls varsity Wildcats have jumped out to a 3-0 lead over the visiting Farmington Tigers.
A couple of moments where the Tigers have fought back in this game and given themselves an opportunity. But at the same time, they're going to have to do two things in this second half if the Tigers are going to compete. And number one, they've got to do something about the Wildcats' speed and their quickness. I mean, this is not something that the Tigers can't let the Wildcats have so much space. They can't let them run by them. Second thing they've got to do is create scoring opportunities, and that means using their size and their abilities in set-piece plays in the attacking third. And right now, the Tigers just don't have enough of that, and the Wildcats really are just having too much time in that midfield.
Yeah, the speed and the quickness that you mentioned has been a big factor at both ends of the field, really. Defensively, not a whole lot has gotten past those final defenders. They've been in the right position pretty much all game long, and they've shut down the attack, given up very few shots on goal. In fact, the stats say just 2 for the Farmington Tigers, whereas Eagan has 8 shots on goal, but it feels like they've had even more scoring chances. With 3 goals, obviously they've capitalized on those opportunities. But the speed up front has been the difference, and they've really taken advantage of that. And here's Farmington, early in the second half, trying to get it into the Eagan end and see if they can make something happen.
The size difference over there between Yin and the Farmington player, I think that's Lissick, is rather substantial. Check that. That's Magoo. It's rather substantial. I would say it's almost kind of odd to see, but nonetheless, Yin with, just excellent defense.
So Eagan not going back to their starting lineup. See if we can get the people that are in the game here. On the back line, still Waldrop and I believe Turner in the middle as usual. I believe they played the entire first half. Yin came in the late in the first half, middle of first half, and she's still in the game there on the far side as she chases this one down. And then you've got Kron here on the near side making up the back 4. Hobbs at her usual position, the 6 in the middle. Also Weisendonner, and that's Jensen on the far side, just tried to play that one back to Yin. Ball goes up to Seehafer. Also up front. There's one more Wildcat unaccounted for up on the front line. We'll get you that in just a second here after this Farmington shot that is blocked. Oh, nice play by Weisendonner coming back and winning that ball. Nice footwork there by Hobbs, but it gets knocked off her. Here's Waldrop. She's got someone on her back. Goes off a couple of midsections into touch here. Kron will throw this one in. She's got a big throw over the head of Seehofer.
Like to see Kron unleash that throw way down the field, Skip. It should jumpstart the offense.
Addison Tanner is that other forward there for the attacking Wildcats. And, of course, Natalie Valaga back in goal as usual. Kron with another big throw. Tanner trying to win that one with her body. The pressure forces a mistake there as that one's kicked into touch here early in the second half. Kron over the head of everyone except for the final defender. She plays that one out. It's going to be a deep throw.
I think that's 5 throw-ins in a row, Skip, or did they call a corner?
Maybe it did go. No. Yeah, it's a deep. No, she's putting it down. All right, so we're going to get a corner kick. Well, that's a nice break for the Wildcats.
Corner kick for the Wildcats. This is their third.
Didn't see that one coming.
Second half from the near side.
From where we're sitting.
They're going to go short this time. Play that back to Waldrop, trying to change the angle. She's going to play it into the middle. She's got a girl all by alone. Unfortunately, she's all alone with no defender equal, so that is offsides.
Like the aggressive play by Kron, unfortunately, the Tigers had pushed up as that kick had been taken short.
That is the one thing you got to be mindful of when you play it short and back on those corners, is the defense will tend to push off the line, and you got to follow them. Cron was way up from her outside defender position looking to get a goal. She was in a great spot. Long ball going to be just a little too long. Gagne will pick that one up easily. Nice step up there by the Wildcats. Kira keeps that one in front. Nice pass. Weisendonner has it. She gets tripped and down. That'll be an easy call. Just on the Farmington side of the 50.
Called on the Tigers. It's a free kick for the Wildcats.
This is Turner. She's going to go across to wall drop.
Turner
play it in with her left foot down near the corner. Seehafer off the shoulder and out of play. Weisendonner looking for a teammate. Tries a tough through pass. Got it through everyone. Nicely done there. Unfortunately, Gagne was right there to scoop that one up as she came off the line, as a good goalkeeper will do. Hobbs and Weisendonner both there for that header. Seehafer has it. She's going to go all the way back to wall drop. Hobbs plays it deep. Just controlling the ball, trying to set something up. She's got Cron here on the near touch. Back to Hobbs. Good opportunity now to switch fields if she wants. Oh, she finds an open player right in the middle. Nicely done. This is Jensen. Jensen off to Lee. Oh, and there's Yin down the far touch. Nice run. She's got speed. She's going to get there first. She brings it back. Opportunity here for Weisendonner, the first goal scorer. Can't find Hobbs in the middle, but a great attempt there. Turner pressuring the ball aggressively, knowing she's got wall drop backing her up. Yen Lee also hustled back to get in position there, as Eagan's doing a great job of making sure they have plenty of numbers on the back line, yet still pushing up with their outside defenders very aggressively.
That was a great run by Yin. She cut it back, and at that speed, at that angle, there wasn't a whole lot, I don't think, Skip, she could have done with it other than what she did, which was cut it back negatively. I would have liked to have seen one of the two Eagan forwards or midfielders someone hanging back a little bit in case she has to cut it more negative. And that time, unfortunately, it just didn't come off for Weisendonner and Hobbs.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of times in that situation when a attacker is coming down one of the sides and they're going full speed and they look to cross the ball. They either kick it out of bounds because they don't get their body turned and their hips turned enough, or they kick it straight to the goalkeeper. And she brought it back, like you said, the negative pass, and it was a perfect pass. Unfortunately, just couldn't quite finish. And here you have an opportunity for Farmington. Waldrop cleans that up. Turner kicks it into touch. Wildcat defense regroups.
I want to remind our viewers that the Wildcats, both the boys and girls programs, are going to be playing at Shakopee this Thursday, and then they play on Saturday at Minnetonka. Neither of those two games will be broadcast here on ETV, but if you want to come out and support the Wildcats in either Shakopee or Minnetonka, that would be certainly much appreciated. And don't forget the football team, the Eagan Wildcats, the 1-1 Eagan Wildcats, having big win over Park Cottage Grove last Friday night. They take on Woodbury this Thursday, September 15th, here at Eagan. That will be broadcast here on ETV.
When you say coming off a big win, it was a very impressive, 42, I believe, to 14. A nice, thorough win by the football team, and that's a great sign of things yet to come for this program that is developing. Here's a far shot. That one's going to go up and over everything through the uprights. Speaking of football, field goal good.
Goal kick Farmington, shot Mallory Jensen, number 12, out of bounds.
Jensen has, to her credit, has scored from that kind of a distance with a ball like that. So if she's going to be left unmolested in the midfield, that's not a bad shot for her to take. What you'd like to see is one of her teammates crashing for a rebound if for some reason it dips down and gets played off the bar.
And that's really the one thing that we haven't seen the Wildcats do until that point, was take any sort of outside shots. They've been all inside the 18 all for the first half and the beginning here of the second half. So a little bit of a change there for the Wildcats. I think it was a great opportunity as she had that perfectly on her strong foot. Here's a cross by Lee. That one's deflected out of bounds. Oh, Yin keeps it in cleverly. Now she's going to cross. Right there at the 18 is the defense. Plays that one up to a teammate, and that one's cleared out of danger. Flicked even farther out, but we're going to have the Wildcats win that over to Kron. She's pressured from behind, but she goes up to a teammate who checks back nicely for that. This is Seehafer. Yen Lee has it, shielding a defender. Nicely done. Over to Seehafer. Brings it back to her right. She's going to cross. Eagan trying to find that control. Farmington feeling the pressure, and they just boot it out of play.
Smart by the Tigers to reset. They were a bit out of shape.
Kron's throw is headed right back at her. She'll just pick it up and do it again. Weisendonner has that one deflect off of the Tigers, so another throw for Kron. See if she goes corner. She does. There's that same defender. Played it, I think, all 3 times. Yen-Lee trying to win this one. Gets some help. Now she does. Weisendonner has it. Tries to find Lee or Hobbs. Goes all the way back to Turner. Turner's got Yin on the far side. Jensen battling with the Farmington Tiger defender, wins the battle by winning a corner kick.
Corner kick for the Wildcats. This is their second of the second half from the far
Fourth
side.
corner for the game. They did score their 3rd goal off a corner kick late in the first half. We'll see if they can make it 2. Here's a big one right into the back of the net. Definitely one you want to have back.
Yes, I think that would be fair to say. Wildcat Booster Clubs on the boys and girls side would both also like to thank their gold sponsors, Ansari's Mediterranean Grill, Rami Cormont at Colwell Banker, Denise Schoberg at Keller Williams, Elite Feet Soccer, Orza Poke and Ramen, Teresa's Mexican Restaurant, ZZQ Barbecue, Birchwood Dental, Devani's Divine Salon, Escape With Us Vacations, Sam's Club, Unifit MN, and Zerbel Orthodontics. Thank you to our gold sponsors helping to make sure we have Wildcat Soccer.
Right at midfield, the Wildcats get a throw. We're down to the final 28 minutes, still 3-0. Eagan had that lead at halftime, and so far this half have not been in danger of yielding anything to the Tigers. Farmington trying to get back into the game.
Tigers may have to start taking a few risks. They may have to start pushing players forward or changing up their formation a little bit, because right now they're just not getting anything in the attacking third. They're just not creating any scoring opportunities.
Yeah, I think what they can do is really start to pressure. This is an onside play, a great ball by Waldrop. Jensen has it, trying to turn her defender to get it on her foot. She does, crosses it in. That goes off of Farmington. They control. Pressured there by Kron nicely. It goes out of play, but good pressure by the Wildcats. And that's what I was going to say with regards to the Tigers trying to get back in. Then, when it gets back here to that back line of the Wildcats, or when it gets on Hobbs' foot, they need to be pressuring that aggressively instead of letting Eagan just reset their attack and do whatever they want. Like here, there's a lot of open space there for Jensen to make a decision. Passes it up to Addison Turner, who just came into the game recently. I'm sorry, she's been in the game all half, my bad. But a great ball, unfortunately just offsides, right at about the football 30, it looks like the far ARs lined up at.
Third time the Wildcats been caught off sides, and I think that's a good trend, Skip. I mean, if you're pressing the back line, it gives you an opportunity to try to score goals, and if you're sometimes when you press that back line, you end up in the offsides position.
Yeah, most coaches will tell you if you're not getting called for offsides at least a couple of times and a half, then you're probably doing something wrong. That you're not pressuring the defenders enough. And to that argument, that's exactly what we haven't seen from Farmington. They have not pressured the Eagan back line as of yet. Got a couple of substitutions here. I believe Avid Leitenberg comes into the game. Number 8, she's going to take this throw-in on the near touch. Jensen battling with number 14. That's Hagrud. Victoria Hagrud. Lauren Magoo on the far side. She controls it. She finds Lorenzana.
Oh, what a step by Leitenberg.
Great step up. Now she's being pressured by Farmington, number 23. That's Voth. Voth won the ball. Unfortunately for Voth, it went just over the touchline before she could pass that up. Number 3, Courtney Bumpers comes back into the game for Eagan, as does number 13, Caitlin Matzik.
They're back in for the Wildcats.
And number 21, Olivia Enning.
I give a shout out to some of our fans watching from around the country. Wildcats want to give a shout out to Grandma Bettina down in Bradenton, Florida. And we've got several folks from around the country joining us on our ETV broadcast. Speaking of which, if you're not subscribed to ETV's YouTube channel, you might be missing out. It's got exclusive streaming for all the ETV sports as well as an archive. So if you want to go back and watch your favorite moments of Maddie Hobbs scoring, or Yen Lee taking the ball, or Kira Waldrop with a free kick, or a Valaga save, you can.
Oh, a great check back there by Enning, completely winning that ball when the other girl had possession. Here's a rush by Farmington. That's Hagman. But Turner kicks that one out of play. Boy, it doesn't really matter who's played on the outside of the defense for the Wildcats today. The 2 center backs have been the constants, but between the 6 of them that have rotated in and out, it's been just a wall that has not been penetrable at all.
Yeah, the Tigers just have not found in that the quality in the attacking third. They just have not found, with a few minor exceptions, any type of consistent pressure.
Oh, there's a great pass to Leitenberg. All kinds of space. She attacks open space with the dribble, as you're supposed to do, up to Bumpers. Lissick forced to go out of touch. Into touch.
Bumpers lucky there. Lissick touched that before Bumpers. Bumpers, I think, was in an offside position skip. If Lissick had let Bumpers have that ball, always a risky thing, I think they would have gotten a whistle.
There's another step up. Lee this time. Matzik pressuring. Matzik doesn't win the ball, but her pressure forces it to Leitenberg. She goes to Hobbs. Hobbs looking to line up a shot, and she does. She fires that one right on the goalkeeper. Gagne just has to put her hands in front of her face and make that save. Jensen plays that back up to Matzik. Push from behind a little bit, no call. I think I'm okay with that. Bumpers can't quite get to that one. This one's saved by Schabert. Here's Lee, just out of the reach of Hobbs. Leitenberg comes back. Both girls going down. This will be an interesting call.
What's have we here?
It was between Leitenberg and number 35, Emma Schabert. Schabert going down harder and getting the call just on the Tiger side of midfield. 21 minutes, 21 seconds remaining in this game. Waldrop uses her left to clear it from immediate danger. Nice check back by Enning. That shot goes off a teammate's head. Nice block there by Waldrop. Schabert has it. Nice tackle there by Leitenberg. She's got Jensen. Jensen just pushes it back up to Matzik. Matzik's got numbers. She's got options. She also has space. She goes back up to Jensen. Ball's deflected over to Bumpers. Hobbs now controls. She finds Leitenberg open on the far side. Leitenberg goes in with the left foot and just can't quite tuck it in enough into the side of the net. Boy, that rush, it felt like there were numerous open Eagan players. I mean, just they had their choice of where they wanted to go with it.
Yeah, it's almost a problem of too many options, and at some point, as a player with the ball, you'd say, "What am I going to do here?" And I've got so many open options. As the Tiger defense was really scrambling to keep their shape.
Well, and we've mentioned a few times the Wildcats, forwards checking back and winning a ball from behind, coming back and winning a ball, and I feel like that's just one example of something that we've seen the Wildcats do really well that we haven't seen as much from the Farmington Tiger forwards. When that ball comes up, Eagan's winning those 50-50 balls quite frequently. Oh, big throw there by Leitenberg. Enning battling with Lissick. Bumpers over there. Thought she won that throw-in. The AR disagrees. Now this one is definitely off of Eagan. Schabert uses the body to temporarily win that, but this one's played out by Macy Bray. Matzik has it, settles back for Enning. Enning directing her teammate to the corner with a great ball, great communication. I believe that was Otto who kicked that one out, number 45.
Wildcats have not scored here in this second half, Skip, but and ordinarily you would think to yourself or ask yourself, are the Wildcats playing sloppy? Are they playing poorly? Are they not playing as well as they did in the first half? I wouldn't say that they necessarily are.
No, they're setting things up. They're controlling. Here's an opportunity, a great opportunity. Unfortunately, it just gets away from the Wildcats. I figured once you completed that sentence, they'd put one in the net. I mean,
of course,
Murphy's Law, always winning.
It's the commentator's curse, isn't it? But Enning had an opportunity there. Just took a deflection off her body that just was unkind and unlucky for her. Otherwise, she slams that home, and we're looking at a 4-goal lead. But I mean, ordinarily in a situation like this, you say to yourself, okay, well, the Wildcats had a 3-0 lead at half, so they need to come out in the second half and keep the pedal down, keep the pressure on. They've kind of done that, even though they haven't put one in necessarily. They've played well. They've played a lot of good possession soccer, Skip.
Yeah, to your point, while it might not have resulted in a goal yet, it 100% has been controlled by Eagan for the majority of the second half. I find myself, looking to my left, more frequently. That's where the play is, not having to come back over to the right side, and that just shows you that they're keeping the pressure on, and they're playing really good high-level soccer, but they're doing it intelligently. I mean, they're not taking chances that are unnecessary. Because, when you have a 3-0 lead, you got to play smart. Here's a nice turn by Farmington. They get a rare opportunity here, 1-on-2 if Eagan hustles back. Oh, a great pass in the middle. Here's a scoring chance, and it's a save by Valiga. Unfortunately, the rebound is there, and it's off the pipe. Oh, a break for the Wildcats as that rebound was sitting all alone inside the 6. The shot goes off the pipe. They're going to call that deflected off of the Wildcats.
I think Kira Waldrop came as Valiga was on the turf. Kira Waldrop ran to the near post to cover the near post, and I think it went off of her, Skip.
Okay. Well, I thought for sure that thing, I saw it smack off the pipe. But regardless, we'll take a corner against versus a goal against. Here's a nice ball played by Turner. It looks like that's going to result in an Eagan throw as it goes into touch on the far side.
But how heads up for Kira Waldrop to be able to cover that near post because, the idea, I mean, of course, it might have it might have missed anyway.
One
But
substitution for the
the idea that
Wildcats.
Kira's covering the
Back
Kira
in the
Walters
game,
covering
number 18,
the post,
Chelsea Seahafer.
and it goes off of her, kind of
Going
suggests
off,
that
number 3,
that ball
Courtney
might have
Bumpers.
gone in had she not covered that post after Valaga went down. In any event, it's still a clean sheet, so Valaga will take it.
Yeah, and she earned it with that great diving save, the initial shot on a wide open player, right about 15 yards at the center of the net and no defender around. Just a great, easily the best scoring chance of the night for the Tigers. And one I'm sure that they would love to have back. Getting down to the final 15 minutes here, we're going to have a free kick. So basically a corner kick with a better angle.
Yeah, really good opportunity here for the Farmington Tigers. I would expect that they would put this ball into the mixer as we have an injured Wildcat. And it looks like Anna Enning was down temporarily. Now she's back up.
So that tight of an angle, you usually just do a two-person wall. Eagan sets that up and then marks up everyone else. Ball's played in and headed up and off the goalpost of the football stadium. This should not be a live ball.
Referee and crew just a little bit slow on the whistle there, but you're correct. That was
Goal kick,
what a
Wildcats.
nice cross
That
though,
was ruled
and a
out
nice
of
header.
bounds.
Nice.
Yeah, bang, bang. I mean,
Wildcats
if that one was
kick
on
number
net,
16
unless
back
it was
in.
right at Valaga, there was no chance for a save.
Absolutely. That was as good a the second best opportunity that the Tigers have had all night.
Matzik controls. Looking for Leitenberg. Intercepted by Tigers, I believe. Number 3, that's Hins. Enning has it.
Well, we talked about it. I mean, if the Tigers are going to climb back in the game, they'd have to use their size, they'd have to use their strength, they'd have to use some of the things that they've got going for them. And there you saw it. I mean, it was a clean and free header, like you said, Skip. If it had been on target, it was going in the net. It's a brilliant header, just missed.
Leitenberg will restart with a throw into Matzik. She shields it off, plays it with the head, back down the body. Oh, nice pass to Leitenberg. That one stepped up by the Tiger defense. Well done. They check back to the ball. That's intercepted by Fetsic. She has it. Up and into the middle. Just a little too hard. Seehafer, I believe, going for that one off of Enning.
What a lovely sequence of passing, though, Skip. I mean, 5 or 6 one-touch passes.
Turner has it. Oh, an errant pass there. I'm going to blame you for that one, Nathan.
Of course.
After you got done talking about the beautiful passing. That shot or pass attempt deflected by the Wildcat defense. I'm not sure how this one is our ball, but we'll take it. That pass intercepted nicely and played deep by the Wildcats. Enning trying to win this loose ball. I believe that's Jensen maybe, or Fetsic. Fetsic has that one.
I think it's Jolstrom.
Okay, Bray had that one. Yep, Jolstrom in the game. Thank you. Jolstrom with a nice control. Tried to hit Leitenberg just a little too much in the air, and she knew it. As soon as she touched it, she kind of put the hand up like, whoops, that was on me.
Oh, now Jillian Hagman, number 44.
Jillian Hagman, number 44, out of the game now for the Tigers, in number 23, Tatum Voth. Nice step up by the defense there, but Bray also steps up to win the loose ball. Eagan brings it into the middle. Nice couple of moves to clear space. Nice feed there, looking for that shot. Can't quite pull the trigger. Farmington clears. 11-11 remaining.
Well, credit to the Wildcats. They've come out tonight and they've done what they needed to do. They've played good soccer. They've had an opportunity to put more goals in, and they did it in the first half. In the second half here, they've demonstrated good passing, good control. Although that being said, the Tigers, to their credit, have really stepped up and had their two best opportunities as well. So still a work in progress here for the Wildcats.
This one gets to the middle. Danger for the Tigers. Eagan can't get a foot on it. Waldrop's going to punch it right back in with the left. That was Fetzik trying to do something with it. Couldn't quite get the control. Now Farmington looks to counter. Here's number 35. That's Schabert. Goes to the middle. Nice step up by Turner. Schabert plays that one out of the air, but straight to Bray. Bray's going to go deep, looking for Matzik. Good pressure there by Caitlin. Fetzik has it back up for Matzik. She touches back to Ottinger. I'm sorry. Leitenberg. I don't know where I got that name from.
I was gonna ask about that, and then I thought to myself, no, I'm just gonna let that go. Maybe Leitenberg's got maybe she's got a heritage I'm not sure. I'm not aware of. You never know.
Well, you got head coach Sherry Erickson, right?
Yeah, that was a rather. Yeah, so for anybody who missed that, the announcer here at the stadium said Coach Sherry's name was Erickson, not Ekstrom, which is kind of interesting given that it's like her 4th year of coaching here.
Leitenberg tracks this one down. Nice move and cutback. She's got space. She goes to the left foot across. That's a good one. A shot on goal. Oh, it's just up and out, and it did go off the football crossbar. A golden scoring chance there for the Wildcats on a great play by Ava Leitenberg to clear it on the left side. And notice she didn't try to get anything to her power foot. I don't know if she's left-footed.
She's a lefty.
Oh,
she's
there you go.
Yep, she's a lefty. So Leitenberg is a lefty. She was using her better foot, if you want to call it that. It's one of the reasons she's playing on the left side. But what I loved about it was the perfect pace on that ball skip. It was perfect pace, perfect, and allowed both Seehafer and Matzik to try to get on the other end of it.
And the receiving end of that pass, Seehafer and Matzik had gotten in position where, even though the cross was tighter into the goal, it was one of those things where Gagne couldn't really come off her line because she had 2 Eagan girls right there. And it was one of those where all they had to do was deflect it on net, and that thing was probably going home. Cron's going to track this one down. She's going to play it back to Valaga. A couple of times that's happened today, but it has been mostly unnecessary.
Now Turner getting a well-deserved rest. Cassie Turner doing a nice job working with Kira Waldrop, forming that center-back combination.
Caitlin Bumpers was pushed from behind, no call, but perhaps an advantage for Eagan. Nice cross here by the Wildcats, nobody home.
That's just really unfortunate. Holy cow, was that a nice cross.
Right on the ground, too. If someone had been in there, that's a fairly easy foot deflection on goal. You just have to keep it low and don't happen to shoot it right at the goalkeeper. The final 7 minutes and 15 seconds here coming up of the game. It's been Eagan's pretty much from the start. They scored in the 4th minute, added 2 more near the end of the first half, and it's been 3-0 ever since. Nice choice there. Waldrop not just stepping up, but a nice controlled pass to Hobbs. Caitlin Bumpers on the far side.
A reminder, viewers, to stay around, hang around for the boys' game. The boys' game will be starting at 7 o'clock, approximately 7 o'clock Central Time. So they'll have a little bit of a break here while the boys warm up on the field and everything, and then we'll come back with boys action starting at 7 between the Farmington Tigers and the Eagan Wildcats. Boys team coming off a huge victory against Eastview last week, 4-3, in a very exciting game. All 7 goals scored in the second half. And Eastview, of course, beat the Wildcats last year in the section semifinals. and were thought to be, and certainly still are, one of the best teams in the section and in the conference. Battling for a number, so that game certainly might have an impact on who gets that number 1 seed for the conference, or excuse me, sections.
Cron, nice pass. Cron making sure she's the last player back, winning that through ball. This one's played in. Won by Waldrop, cleared by Leitenberg. Hobbs and Julstrom were in the area there. Leitenberg finds it first, goes up to Matzik. Good hustle there by Leitenberg, but well played by Farmington. They've got a chance over here. Voth with it. Waldrop over to help out defensively. And she's just going to play it safely into touch. Pass to the cameraman. Farmington trying to get a late goal here. We're going to have some substitutions. The clock will stop.
Clock is stopped for the Wildcats substitution in the final 5 minutes.
Oh, forgive me, Skip. I was going to say I want to give a shout-out to our award-winning ETV crew, Greg Borman, Nick Mudd, and Patty DiGidio, here giving you these the great sounds and pictures here on your screen. Make guys like Skip and I look like experts and look like we know what we're doing. So thank you very much to our ETV crew. And, of course, our ETV crew, these guys are paid. This is their job, but they're always looking for volunteers. So if you're looking to get some time working on a camera, if they can set you up. They love to have volunteers and would be happy to have you.
Hobbs and Jensen doing a nice job of controlling the ball and working it down the field. Bumpers has it. This one ends up back to Jensen. Over to Weisendonner. She goes with a left-footed shot, but there's traffic in front. Waldrop comes over. She's got time. She's going to blast that one off the defender, not the intent. Recovers enough to pressure it as Cron wins that nice pass. This is Julstrom. The luxury of a 3-goal lead allows Eagan to play as safely and with collective calmness as ever they want, because they are in absolutely zero rush to move the ball down the field. Here's an opportunity, cutting it back into the middle. Left foot cross. There's a shot for number 19. Couldn't quite get it, was Caitlin Bumpers. A golden scoring opportunity right on the right foot. She just couldn't connect.
Oh, Skip, she wants that one back. I mean, she's going to see that one tonight when she goes to sleep and say, oh, my goodness, I had that opportunity and I just scuffed it.
Nice win there by Jolstrom back to Waldrop. She'll go deep. Oh, right opportunity there. A good chance to do a flick off. It was the right idea, just couldn't quite execute, but I love the attempt. That's what she was trying to do before. Does it this time. Leitenberg pressuring. Unable to save that is Voth.
As I said, Skip, you'd like to see the Wildcats, if you're a Wildcat fan, you'd like to see the Wildcats put maybe one more in the net here in the second half, so as to kind of demonstrate that they're still sharp. But really, as I've watched this, you watch this half, they really haven't taken their foot off the gas. They really haven't played poorly as Leitenberg suddenly gets unleashed.
Well, she's making things happen. A great cross. Only the Tiger defender there. Hobbs tracking this down. She turns around and resets. Looks for Leitenberg again, but she was still coming back to an onside position. Good shield there by the Tigers as that one goes out for a goal kick.
And we have 6 substitutions for Farmington.
Farmington clearing the bench here.
Number 43. Into the game, number 32, Yvonne Saucier. Number 13, Grace Donahue is in
Farmington
the game.
Tigers will be next in action against the Apple Valley Eagles this Thursday. And so they'll have no rest, no opportunity necessarily to other than tomorrow to practice, but they'll be back at it against a resurgent Apple Valley Eagle team.
Less than a minute remaining, second half, 1 minute.
Here's Leitenberg again. Boy, she has really stepped up in this second half, creating a lot of opportunities down the near touchline. This one does go straight to Gagne, who's going to give it a big boot to midfield, trying to set up a counterattack here in the final 30 seconds of this game. Switch of fields is intercepted by Waldrop. Nice pass back. Captain to captain there.
You almost like to see them the Wildcats just possess this out and
remaining.
work this down like they've done. And Skip, it's what they need to do. Maybe this is the type of thing where if they have a 1-goal lead against a team that's maybe pressuring them a little bit more, maybe that's an opportunity for them to practice what they need to practice.
Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking the same thing. Possess the ball. Let's just pass it around and end this mercifully. And that is exactly what happens. Boy, from start to finish with a couple of blips, it really was pretty much all Wildcats tonight, scoring all 3 of their goals in the first half. A excellent all-around performance. Another shutout, I believe the 3rd shutout in the last 4 games, the 3rd win in the last 4 games.
The Wildcats are catching fire at the right time, Skip. I mean, this is, historically they've started a little slow and they've climbed kind of into the season the last couple of seasons. But now, the opportunity here is for the Wildcats to get a number of wins under their belt, make a statement, not just within the conference, but within the section. They've already got 1 section victory over Eastview. Farmington's not in their section, but they need to continue this as they move forward with Shakopee and teams to come.
So for Nathan Cron, my name is Skip Newton, and for Eagan TV, thank you very much for joining us for Game 1 of our doubleheader. It's the Eagan Wildcats 3, the Farmington Tigers 0. We will be back for Game 2 between the boys in just a little bit. Hope to talk to you soon. Take care, everyone.